Here for the Zigster Boxing, pleasure as always. It's getting very regular at the moment. Kalle Sauerland, we're here for a big press conference. Tommy Fury and Eddie Hall. It's taking place, it's happening. Talk to me about what is a true misfits fight.
I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Ziggy. I mean, Beauty and the Beast, the world's strongest man against Tommy Fury, representing the Fury name. I don't, if you landed from Mars and heard about misfits, I think this is probably the fight you'd define it with.
Tommy Fury, obviously, we know they've shared. I asked you on Tuesday about the friendship they had, but now we've seen the press conference there. Do you really expect to see fireworks in this? I mean, the two of them throwing down can only be entertainment.
Yeah, I think. Look, I think either way you look at it, it's one of those fights. Like the tactics of Eddie Hall are going to be interesting. Yeah, I mean, Tommy's tactic he's got to move. Yeah, he's got to move. He's got to work off the jab, and he's going to. I think he's going to try and find the shot, because this space is also about making statements and virality and everything. He's going to want to stop him. He's going to want to stop the strongest man in the world. And Eddie, I think, he will want to stop him, but I think Eddie might come in and just try and box as well. I've seen him; he can box a bit, So, I saw this clip. I think it was Ty Mitchell, if I'm not mistaken. It was. I saw a clip going, and I was like, "Oh, it's Eddie Hall." I don't know when that clip was from, but he didn't look his biggest, but he was similar to today, and he was moving around the ring like really didn't expect that. But don't underestimate what sort of a sportsman Eddie Hall is. I mean, he's world record holder of lifting disciplines. He's does insane things. So his mentality is really suited to any sport, but particularly the sport of boxing. The determination on that guy is going to be, his training camp is going to be insane.
A lot of talk about Big John Fury up there now. Hopefully nothing kicks off between Eddie and Big John in the lead up. I do want to ask about John Fury and Joe Egan for misfits. I mean, that is something I and a lot of people are interested in seeing. Is that genuinely a possibility that one day in the future we will see them two on misfits?
I think that's something you've got to ask them. I mean, John against Carl, John against who's the other ones? There've been loads of them there, but again, we're a platform. We're a platform for. Misfits is a platform that's designed for people with a following to settle beef. Can't say more than that, can I?
We were there Saturday for another bit of madness, but in the traditional boxing scene of Derek and Deontay. Now, I wouldn't have seen it going 12 rounds. It did. What do you see? Obviously, now Derek, we believe, is retired. What do you see next for Deontay? I mean, Anthony Joshua was there, and a few clips of them two went pretty big over the weekend. Do you see that being a possible one for Deontay next? How does he fare against AJ?
No, I think it's a great fight. I think there's a few fights out there to make for Deontay. I think you can look at that. You can look at the winner of Wardley Dubois. There's obviously Usyk fight soon. You look at Tuma, the biggest puncher of this generation, and then the biggest puncher of the next generation. There's storylines around that. Loads of fights, multiple fights for him.